Hey, so you want to leave the country and you want to travel abroad and teach English. And how do you do that? Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Joey. I'm an American from a small town in northeast Arkansas. But after growing up in the middle of nowhere and spending my 20s in New Orleans, Louisiana, I now live in Beijing, China. On this show, I interview other expats, talk about both the difficulties and the rewards of living abroad. Then I share my experiences living in a foreign country and traveling the world with you. This is My Life Abroad, China.
Ni hao. Hey guys. So I thought I would do a series on how to come to China. Whether you want to look for a job, I'm going to cover how to do that, how to find a job, how to do the demo and the interview for the job on Skype. I'm also going to go to how to negotiate your contract. What kind of visa should you have? An M visa, a business visa, a tourist visa, a working visa, and what are the pros and cons of each? I'm going to go through what actually happens when you get here. And I've got a couple friends that are coming, some subscribers, and I will show you exactly what they go through when they get here. How to find an apartment and how much to pay. I'll even show you what it looks like in an actual classroom, like this, here at my school. But I'll show you my class during my lesson, so you can see exactly what it is we go through daily. Whether you're a professional teacher, you have a degree, you love the Chinese culture, you love the Chinese language, you want to pay off those ridiculous student loans, or none of those. Maybe you just want to travel and have fun and get drunk all the time and make a lot of good money doing it with a pretty simple job, working 25, 30 hours a week only, but making good money. All of that can be done here in China. Yes, China's not the best place to come if you want to make the most money teaching English. That way you could go to the UAE, the United Arab Emirates. They pay amazingly well. So does Vietnam. And I hear Japan pays slightly better than China as well. But all three of those, you need to have a degree. Some of you do, but some of you don't. And it needs to be a teaching degree. Some of them require a teaching license as well. In the UAE, if you're a woman, you of course need to wear the whole covering. And foreigners have to live in a foreign compound. So there are pros and cons to every country you decide to go to. I'm going to show you how to get here to China though. Teaching English in China is a lot like teaching English in Europe. Whether you're in Italy, France, Spain, those are the places I did. And there you teach illegally if you're an American. You're on a tourist visa and you're teaching. You have to leave the country every 3 months, get a stamp in your passport, and then come right back and do it. Go back to teaching. There's no way possible for an American to get a working visa in Europe because there are other people in the EU who can do that job. And that's one of the things that they've got in place. If you can't prove that you are needed for whatever reason, that they can't find an EU person to fill that position, then you can get a working visa. It's not like that here though. You do have to leave the country if you're on a business visa or a tourist visa. So every few months you have to leave the country just to get a stamp in your passport and you come right back. Like I said, I spent my first year here on a business visa and I traveled and I left the country every 3 months. Once I just took the trip into Mongolia, went through the fence, turned around and came right back. That was it. Gone to Hong Kong, the Philippines, just went and had fun. To Thailand, which all those videos are on YouTube, you can check them out. Here is Thailand, or you can click here and you can see the Philippines. what I did in the Philippines. Where can you find a job? You can literally look anywhere. Craigslist, something everyone's familiar with in America. Check Craigslist. There are ads all over the place for teaching English in China. You may even get spam emails about teaching English in China. It's legit companies, legit offers. I know you think it's scams. I thought it was scams. I always deleted them and saw the jobs listings on Craigslist, and I always thought it was BS. But it's actually true. English First is a company that always posts ads on Craigslist, and that is a English training center here in Beijing and all over China. You can also check out websites like Dave's ESL Cafe. There they're going to have postings and reviews and job offers and just threads for you to go through and look at, no matter what you want to learn about from teaching in China or anywhere. I found a job in Spain through Dave's ESL Cafe. Now the way I came to China, I went through New Life ESL. You can click in the description below and that'll take you to New Life ESL's website. I talked to Derek a couple of times through email, and he put me in touch with Monica and Brendan. Brendan took me step by step on how to do my interview and everything. And I did my interview. Monica showed me how to do my demo, all via Skype. And I got the job. I did 2 interviews and got both job offers and took the one that I preferred. It's really, really that simple. And I wanted to work at Best Learning anyway. And I got here working for Best Learning. I wouldn't have been able to do it without the 2 of them. But also, I can put you in touch with agents if you'd like. Just email me at mylifeabroadchina@yahoo.com. Again, that's going to be in the description box below. You've heard me talk all about agents and how to avoid them. One major agency I can't warn you enough about is Bridge China. They also go by American Classroom. They're located in Tianjin, and I've known 5 teachers that have gone through them, and they have all been screwed by them. Bridge China doesn't pay you what they promise. They get you a Z visa, but as a manager, and as a manager, you're not allowed to teach. And they also send you to companies outside of Tianjin, and your Z visa specifically states you cannot work outside of the city that your visa is for. And they're really cracking down on Bridge China. One of the last teachers that I talked to, she used to work here with me through Bridge China. And the police officer at Customs and Immigration asked her specifically if she was teaching in Beijing for Bridge China, and that if they ever ask her to contact them so they can and report them, because it is illegal. Now, so many things are done illegally in China, and you just usually pay someone off for it. But apparently they've done a lot of really bad stuff, so stay away from them. They'll also try to cancel your visa and get you screwed out of the country, even if they tell you, oh yeah, we'll transfer it. They've done a lot of people really bad. And like I said, I know 5 of them. One of them is a pretty good friend. So just stay away from Bridge China and American Classroom. A lot of this you can actually Google and find. Google reviews on these companies. Don't take my word for New Life ESL. Go Google it. You'll see there's a scam or a release about New Life ESL being a scam, not a Hong Kong company. But talk to them, ask them. You can actually just go on to New Life ESL and say schedule a Skype interview, and they will Skype with you and answer all of your questions, anything you have. And if the company won't do that, don't use them. You can also go directly through Best Learning. You can go to bestlearning.com.cn, I believe, or I can put in the description below one of their recruiting agents' Skype information. First Leap. There's also English First. They're all training schools here in Beijing and all over China. They're great companies to work for. But again, do your research. Look it up on Google. Find reviews. There are going to be positive and negative reviews for everything. Just find out what works best for you. Links to everything that we've talked about today will be in the description box below. And This week, I want to hear, where have you always wanted to live? Or travel, or just visit? Leave them in the comments below. And also tell me what's stopping you. My biggest problem was I wanted to live in Italy and travel the world, but I was too afraid that it wasn't possible. That it was so hard and I'd never be able to do it. And until I got out of my own head and just said, fuck it, I'm gonna go anyway, I was stuck for 10 years wanting to do it and making excuses why I couldn't. If you liked this video and found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to be updated every time I upload a new video, click the subscribe button. I'm going to be doing a series of these videos, like I said, and talking about every step of the process to come to China. And in between, I'll be uploading the normal stuff. I've got a video coming about the restaurants and eating in China. Stay tuned, there's a lot coming. Until next time, 再见. Hey guys, do you want to work in the third largest city in China? Guangzhou, China needs English teachers immediately. If you're looking for a job teaching abroad, check it out. It's right outside of Hong Kong and Shenzhen in the south, so you don't have the brutal winters like I do. If you're interested, send me your information at mylifeabroadchina@yahoo.com. Hope to see you soon.